Am I in the wrong for refusing to pay for my sister's husband's surgery with my inheritance/college money? My sister, 27 female, and I, 18 female, lost our dad a year ago. He was my only parent. Mom was never in mine or my sister's life. Dad left money, inheritance for me and my sister, and she used her inheritance to get new cars and renovate her house. I live with my aunt right now because my brother-in-law didn't let me stay with my sister. I'm planning on using my inheritance money to pay for college tuition. My sister and I haven't been close. It started after she got married to her chronically ill husband, who was allowed to make backhanded comments about dad and mock his illness and make a scene at his funeral. Only because he's ill and shouldn't be held accountable for his behavior. I've distanced myself from, but my sister kept visiting a lot lately, venting about my brother-in-law's condition. He's been in and out of the hospital for heart problems and in need of surgery. She brought up my inheritance money several times, but I end up cutting the conversation. She then straight up asked if I could help pay for her husband's surgery, and she paid back in less than a year. I felt uneasy because if I give her money from my inheritance, which is a large amount, then there's no guarantee she'll pay back before it's time to apply for college. I'm taking a year gap, but I know my sister can't pay back that much, and I felt like I was risking my future. I refused to help, and she had a meltdown at my aunt's house, calling me heartless, cruel, with no empathy. She said that her husband's health should be priority, and I needed to help because education is nothing compared to someone's health, and I asked if I'd be happy to see her as a widow and my nephew with no father. My aunt suggested others pay, but most of them cut my sister and her husband off. I argued that her husband's poor health isn't my fault after she kept blaming and guilt-tripping me. She kept crying, and although my aunt decided to stay out of it, she said that I should be prepared for permanent damage in my relationship with my sister if I don't help her. Now, she's been sending texts and pictures of her family telling me this is what I was saying no to, a happy, healthy family with a healthy husband and father. I cried and felt like I was being selfish, not good aunt and sister. I asked my friend that he said let them sell the cars and all the luxury stuff they bought to afford the surgery, and warned me if I give them money, I'll never get it back. I may not be able to go to medical school. Yeah. So a few things here.
It's pretty easy for me.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a good relationship with this guy.
Definitely not the asshole.
Definitely she's not the asshole. He made a scene at her father's funeral.
Yeah.
Her sister it's not like the father only left inheritance for one child. He left inheritance for the other one. She decided to do whatever she decided to do with it, and she shouldn't be responsible for that.
Yeah.
I would have said, sell a car.
Yeah.
Take out a second mortgage. Do what you need to do, you know?
The age gap, 10-year difference here. The girl's 18 who has the inheritance. She didn't spend any of her money.
And her whole future is ahead of her.
She's 27, the sister.
Yeah.
She spent all her money.
And honestly, I would be like, listen, I love you. If you need support in any other way, you want me to watch my nephew while you have to go to the hospital, like, I can help you in some other way. I do love you. You're my sister, but I'm not giving you any of my inheritance, especially because the relationship is not the best with this guy.
She's going to jeopardize possibly an entire life to help out her sister right now when her husband's never been like a nice figure in her life.
Definitely not. And at the end of the day, she's not responsible for his health condition. It's not her husband. It's not her responsibility. And her sister has the option to sell some stuff or figure things out. She's just going to her sister because that's be convenient for her.
Yeah, I have a really hard time.
Selfish.
With people guilt tripping too. Like
she's crying now.
That makes me mad.
Yeah.
That makes me want to be petty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.